The quarter begins with 2nd and 17, and the Chiefs leading by 10. Lamar Jackson chased by Chanel and Karlaftis to Likely downfield. Isaiah Likely with a block down the sideline. Likely inside the 5 to the end zone. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar kept it alive and Likely finished the run. And the Ravens are right back in it.
After Jacobs went for 6 carries but just 4 yards. It is Reed on the jet sweep. Reed showing off the speed inside the 20. He could go, and he will. Jaden Reed, electric, 33 yards, touchdown, Packers. But Watson in motion on 3rd and 10. Love steps up on the run. Wide open, Jaden Reed. Make a man miss. Reed, goodbye. Touchdown, Packers, 70 yards.
That is no real weaknesses to go with Jalen Hurts.
2nd down and 7. Hurts with time. Lofts it over the top. Brown's got it. Here goes A.J. Brown. Blinding speed. Brown. Touchdown. 67 yards.
Pressure coming. Levis throws it. What a catch! It is Chigo Okonkwo with a twisting, falling grab for the touchdown. On 3rd down and 6. Here they come. Gordon's coming. Levis gets wrapped up. Flings it ahead. It's picked off. Tyreek Stevenson will give the Bears the lead on another defensive play. Pass with the kickoff. Cardinals will return it. DJ Dallas with a burst across the 40. Bass can't take him down. Dallas may go on the outside. One man to beat. Dives to the goal line. Touchdown, Arizona. No flags. 96 yards.
On 1st and 10. Pressure's coming. Richardson slips. Now he's airing it out. Deep down the field for Pierce. Pierce! Touchdown! What a throw by Richardson! A 60-yard touchdown! Richardson over the middle. Caught by Ashton Doolin. He's got room to run. Doolin at the 10. 5. Touchdown! A 54-yard touchdown!
Recovered in the end zone. 28 goes back. 1st and 10 to it. Turned by Loa. Armstead the block, and he's going deep. He's caught Hill. Foot race. Driving. That is 6. Oh, he's a ghost. 80-yard touchdown.
Olave, top of your screen. They need 4. In the pocket. Carr going deep. Rasheed, he's got him. Shaheed, he's into the end zone. And that's a Saints touchdown.
Mayfield looks left all the way. Single coverage, one-on-one. Oh, what a catch! Mike Evans fighting through Benjamin St-Juste for a 17-yard touchdown. DeMarcus Lawrence has been sensational. Had, 5 pressures in that first half. Gets his first sack of the year. And another Bajorquez punt. Turpin. Racing up the middle. Uh-oh. Kavontae Turpin needs one more block. He's got it. And he goes for the touchdown.
Lockett turns 32 this month as he begins year 10 in the NFL. Still a home run hitter. Smith showing the wheels. Smith still going.
Jano in. Touchdown.
in that week one start. 1st and 10. Sets up screen. Madison. Oh, able to hurdle through it all and take it home for the touchdown. He had 2 defenders on him and he broke away.
They've been able to pick it up quickly, and it's been really, really tough for the Giants offensively.
Bunch formation to the right. Wow! Touchdown! Wow!
We've been talking about how many offensive linemen they're missing.
On 3rd down, deep drop, Goff taking the shot downfield for Williams, who's open. Jameson's got it to the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jameson Williams.
Buffalo at the 49-yard line. On the ground, breaking tackles. James Cook inside the 20, inside the 5, somersaults for the touchdown. Whoa! Call it 49 yards. Tua, pressured, look out, forced to throw it, and it's going to be picked off along the sideline. Ingram, untouched. So Tua under pressure trying to throw it away, not far enough. And another run back for a score.
And his impact so far on the Viking defense. 2nd down 9. Darnold getting messy, going deep, and he's got Jefferson. He's got Jefferson. It's a foot race downfield with Brown. Shifting gears. Getting a block. That's 6. 97 yards. Holy smokes.
Different game. Jamal Williams in the game at bat. Carr, pressure, lets it fly. Going deep, Shaheed. He's got it! Touchdown, New Orleans! A bomb to Shaheed!
To be aggressive in these situations. Again, he doesn't want to be in 3rd down much against this defense. He's going to try to gain it here on 2nd down.
Pressure coming. They set up a screen. Oh, there's a lot of room. Alvin Kamara, room to roll. Alvin Kamara's going to score. Touchdown.
Wow.
To the Packers last year. But generally, it's been a safe haven for him. Blitz coming. Prescott sees it. Has a man in. Slam. Beautiful throw. Lamb gets away. CeeDee Lamb to the house. Touchdown. Dobbins trying to get to the edge. He's got a blocker. He's got more than a blocker. Inside the 25-20. Did the sprints help? Oh, boy, he somersets into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers.
Second down and 5. Smith sets, fires downfield, wide open. Metcalf, touchdown. 56 yards from Geno Smith to DK Metcalf.
Shotgun Levis, 2nd and 9. Levis looking for the big one. And a sliding attempt. Somehow Ridley was there for the touchdown.
Fake to Connor. Murray on the rollout. Looking deep for Harrison. Marvin Harrison Jr. to the end zone. Touchdown again.
Marvin Harrison Jr. around. Now they got him in the slot.
Murray's looking for him. Pressure coming. Got away from Verse. Still on the move. Still on his feet. Throws to the end zone. It is caught by Elijah Higgins for the touchdown. Magic from Murray.
There's nobody there. and that gave him the space to get the first.
Boy, he needed every inch of that reach. 1st and 10, down the field he goes. Rashee Rice for the touchdown. More heat and a sack. And the ball's out. And it's Connor running with it. Shamari Connor to the end zone and still waiting for a signal from the officials.
Chris Jones with the pressure, possibly creating a touchdown.
They start from the Giants' 24. Deshaun Watson into the end zone. Touchdown on the first play from scrimmage, Amari Cooper.
It's been the guy today, 7 catches, his best game. Here's Barkley, Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley's the guy. He's going to take it. Touchdown from 65. Saquon saves the day for Philly. On the board early in the 4th.
During the COVID year, while he was at Ohio State, now here they are teammates. 2nd and 7. Caught, Austin, cuts ahead. Austin to the 20, foot race to the 10. He's across for the touchdown.
Rough start the first couple of weeks for Levis as he goes to the air. It's intercepted. Jair Alexander high stepping for 6.
And we have that.
Panthers are trying to get a touchdown.
They still got that one timeout left in their back pocket. Dalton taking a shot to the end zone. It is caught. Adam Thielen. Magnificent pass from Dalton. And now Thielen looks like he's hurt. It's a 31-yard touchdown strike.
In motion, Kenny McIntosh out of the backfield. Tomlinson a block. He's going deep and he's got him. DK Metcalf gets 6. What a throw!
'49ers are up 7 on the Rams. Cardinals trailing here as Goff hits St. Brown, who flips it to Jahmyr Gibbs. And Gibbs is in the end zone for a Lions touchdown. How do you like that one?
Stafford. Across for Williams. Oh! Somersaults in to the end zone to get Los Angeles on the board. Burrow airs it out. Chase. Hello. Touchdown Cincinnati.
They can't get McCaffrey. They've only got 10 guys on the field.
They're down in 7. This one is launched from McLaurin. He's got it. Touchdown. Touchdown, Terry McLaurin.
He certainly has that ability, not just out there being physical in the run game.
Second year out of North Dakota State to the sideline. Here goes Lamb. He gets free on the inside. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown. And for a change, no flag.
Get a tackle in the backfield for the Browns.
3rd down and 1. They do get a good push. Ball is out. Fumbled and scooped up by Cleveland. And into the end zone goes Rodney McLeod.
Pretty much stalled, went nowhere. 9 plays, 15 yards. But this one is going deep for Worthy, and the rookie hauls it in. That's the longest touchdown pass for Mahomes in a long time.
His offense 2 out of 3 on 3rd down so far. Looks like maybe facing pressure. 49ers back out of it. Brissett given time over the middle. He gets picked off by Warner. Fred Warner climbs the ladder to get it, and now he sprints down the sideline, inside the 10. He won't be denied. Touchdown, San Francisco.
And outside the pocket than anybody outside of Josh Allen.
And then he fits it into tighter windows than just about anybody in the NFL as well. Pressure coming on 3rd and 10. Picked up enough to give him time to find George Kittle. Oh, amongst so many bodies, he ripped it away. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle just wanted it more.
Not because I'm gifted enough to. That's a big change in his game.
He picked up 6. Jeremy McNichols turns the corner for a first down. McNichols powering inside the 5, down the sideline, and that's going to be a Washington touchdown. What a run from Jeremy McNichols.
Stretch for that football.
And now the tempo again as Swift gets going. There goes DeAndre Swift for his first Chicago Bears touchdown.
Panthers rush 4. Burrow has lots of time, and there's Jamar Chase with the catch. Breaking tackles. Chase down the sidelines. Panthers chasing Chase. They won't catch him. 63 yards. Pinballing off tacklers to give the Bengals the lead.
That might have something to do with the speed.
Just a little bit.
2nd down and 9. Pump fake. It is deflected and picked off by Anderson. And he will take it all the way. Judon with the initial play. And then it fell into the arms of Troy Anderson.
There goes Henry up a big running game against Dallas. Derrick Henry on the run. Hamlin and Lewis chasing at the 40, at the 30. He will score!
He has been excellent in the red zone, and they've been good again tonight. Seattle's got to make a stop.
Amon-Ra St. Brown's going to throw it back to Goff. Who had that on the bingo card? Touchdown Lions. And the incompletion to Jake Bobo, it stays 28-20. Earmark that. Here is a completion to Jamison Williams. He is gone. Touchdown Lions. 70 yards.
They've been competitive, and they've made it a heck of a ball game.
Outgained them. In yardage. Wide open. What a catch. It's a touchdown, I believe. I haven't seen the signal yet.
Mooney moving. That's fired. That's caught. And that is Hodge. And Hodge is going to take it to the end zone. A most improbable win for the Atlanta Falcons. Pistol formation here. It is Murray on the key because Kyler Murray! Turn on the afterburners. He's gone. How's that for a start?
Superhero, superhuman.
Well, 30 yards out. This one from a little farther at 45.
And it is blocked. Sitting out there. Returned. No one in front. Lenore. Touchdown, San Francisco.
They're not treating him like an early Lamar Jackson where he's a designed running back. He's doing it on his own.
He'll launch this time. Down the sideline, 'Brown! 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 '
Patriot offensive line held up well there for Brissett to scan the field. Stevenson stays in, turns the corner, and Stevenson working his way downfield, all the way into the end zone. That's a Patriot touchdown for Ramondre Stevenson.
But Ken Lawrence get them into the end zone. Puts some air under it. Far side. He's got Thomas wide open. Thomas. Touchdown. After starting 0-4, the 92 Chargers. Jacksonville hoping to take that first step. Bigsby on a pitch. Bigsby first down and more. Bigsby breaking free. Tank Bigsby trying to turn out the lights on the Colts. 65-yard sprint.
They haven't been able to finish and make the play.
Flacco pulls it back, puts some air under it. Wide open is Pierce. Massive breakdown, and it's Pierce in. Touchdown. Joe Flacco brings them all the way back in front of a stunned crowd here in Jacksonville.
Fourth down. They snap it. Allen throws it. It's on time. Catch and curl. Keon Coleman down the sideline. All the way. Touchdown. Buffalo. Waiting for the big play. They finally cash in to the rookie. 49 yards.
1st and 10. Moss the bat. Karras the snap. Moss the block. Burrow going deep. He's got him. Touchdown. Jamar Chase. Flag has been thrown. A flag back at the 47. Yard touchdown reception. 1st and 10. 3-point game, 9 to play. It's Burrow quickly outside. Chase looking for blocks from his tight end. He gets 2 of them, and he's off to the races. It's a foot race. Working against Stevens. Jamar Chase, touchdown! Justice Hill is the back. Likely in motion. He bobbles it. Scoops it in, vacuums it home. Here comes Hubbard. Oh, he threw him away like a rag doll. And he throws in the end zone. Caught for a touchdown. Caught for a touchdown by Likely. Absolutely amazing. How in the world did he keep it together and then find the open receiver?
But you have to take the situation in the game into account, which the analytics doesn't do.
So a new set of downs for Andy Dalton and the Panthers. Here's Hubbard up the middle, still going, inside the 20. Chuba Hubbard takes it all the way for a Carolina touchdown. His ankles didn't feel too good when he took the skates off, which is common.
Yeah.
2nd down and 8. Williams, more, end zone. He's got it, touchdown.
Motion across from Samuel Schenker. Minshew wants to set up the screen. Instead, he'll float it over the middle. Jump ball, and it's Bowers down the sideline. The rookie from Georgia with the game's first score. 57 yards. Play action. Minshew looking. Throws intercepted by Surtain. Pat Surtain on the run. Nobody's going to catch him. Surtain going all the way for a Denver touchdown.
Quick throw. Intercepted. Van Ginkel. Down the sideline. Touchdown. Another pick 6 for Andrew Van Ginkel.
Guy likes to have fun, dominate at the same time.
Meanwhile, breaking tackles, and he breaks free. Chenault, exactly what the Seahawks needed, and Chenault for the touchdown. 97 yards.
Here we go. Up into the air, into the end zone, and incomplete. Lazard had a shot. And now the other official saying touchdown.
Something tells me that feeling out process is not going to last long. I think he's ready to go.
Chubb's going to have to wait his turn. Cleveland won the toss, stayed the first, so Cincinnati and Joe Burrow is going to get the football to begin. Dustin Hopkins does the honors, and we're off and running here in Cleveland. Charlie Jones going to play it, but a half step inside his own end zone, and he's got a seam. Jones, Hopkins unable to beat him, and here we go.
Way.
Jones, one man to beat him, and he is in. Let's see what the officials say. They may mark him back. Now they say touchdown.
Vikings minus Blake Cashman tonight. He's hurt. Leads the team in tackles. Meanwhile, Stafford chased, escapes, fires, caught. Touchdown. Cooper Kupp.
So here you go.
He's gotten hit throughout the rest of the game, and it's hurting more now.
Comes down to one last play. And it's going to be getting longer by the second. You're all the way back at the 30-yard line. Now you can step into it. Here comes the Hail Mary with the game on the line. And the ball is caught! Caught! It's a miracle! It's Noah Brown! Oh, my goodness! This town is going crazy. It's a madhouse in Landover, Maryland.
He did it!
First 3 and out this afternoon for the Titans. Ryan Stonehouse, excellent punter. Raymond from the 10-yard line. Raymond has one terrific return already today. Looking for a second. Raymond up the sideline, across the 30. Khalif Raymond, goodbye.
Four-man rush. Rodgers to the end zone. And Wilson. Can he one-handed and stay in bounds? They say he was out.
Nick Sirianni is not a conservative coach, and they didn't like that one. 3rd and 22.
Hurts looking end zone for Smith, and makes the adjustment. Did he get the feet in? Touchdown! What a catch!
1st and goal from the 6. Smith can't find anyone. Backpedaling. Throws picked off. Intercepted in the end zone and brought back out. Geno Smith picked off by Kitchens. Cameron Kitchens takes it all the way back. Now there is a flag around the 40-yard line. Kitchens, the rookie out of your alma mater, returns at 103 yards.
Drake May for the game. Padding the ball. May scanning. Loads of time. He'll roll. He'll run. A sidestep. He's ready to throw. Nobody's open. Into the end zone. Touchdown. Oh my goodness. Stevenson. And May with an absolute jewel of an effort.
Prescott looking to throw. Pumps off the back foot. Stays on his feet. Now on the move. Floats it to the end zone. Caught! Rico Dowdle, the juggling high wire act for the score.
2nd down and 6. Fake to Williams. Stafford fires downfield. It is caught for a touchdown by Robinson. The Rams win it.